Imagine a barren piece of land. Imagine a thriving community. Now imagine you designed it.
I get satisfaction from actually making that possible. It's all about making the customers' lives easier, and I believe that's what we do.
I got to be director at Taylor Wimpey. It's been quite a journey. It's took me sort of 16 years to get here. I started off, actually, I was going to go to university and I was going to go and be an architect, and most of my friends at the time decided that they weren't going to go to university, so it kind of put a few doubts in my mind about what I wanted to do. And there was an advert in the paper for a trainee architect at the company, and I applied for the role as an architect, and I got a letter back saying you're invited to an interview as a trainee civil engineer. So back in the day when everyone went to libraries, I sort of went to the library and thought, what on earth is a civil engineer? Did a bit of research and thought, actually, that sounds really exciting, roads and designing things and structures and foundations. So I went to the interview and I got the job, lo and behold, and then I sort of moved up. I started my training as a trainee civil engineer, went to university, qualified, then became an assistant engineer, then an engineer, then senior engineer, and then moved on to technical manager to look after the team, and then progressed through to technical director just last year.
What attracted me to Taylor Wimpey was they were such a big house builder, and I thought I wanted to be a bit part of something big and something that created these new communities.
I got into engineering almost by accident, really. As a woman, it's not the obvious choice of career path, but it's certainly a varied and exciting one.
I work in a technical department which deals with the architectural side, which is what you see above ground, and then I work within the engineering department, which is what you don't see, which is below ground, and that's the real exciting bit about the job.
My job will involve road and sewer infrastructure designs, and we will start to pull together concepts for that piece of land, and how we might design the road and sewers. That includes things such as services, so your gas, your electric, your water, things like that.
So when customers are going about their day-to-day lives, they're turning the tap on, or they're turning the central heating on, or they're even using Wi-Fi. So those services work because we're putting them services into place. We're organising the Wi-Fi to be on that site, or we're organising sewers to be installed on that site, or we're making it possible for them to get access to water.
We will be checking sewers, checking pumping stations as well, checking curbs, all things that don't sound overly exciting. However, they're really, really important to make sure that that system is actually working.
I think what makes a good engineer is somebody who is passionate, organised, and has that ability to problem solve and to look for potential solutions in order to bring these developments forward.
It's all about every day being a different day. I love that aspect of the job. I can come in the office and I can sit at my desk and deal with consultants, or I can go through different plans. But then the next day, or even on the same day, I could be on the site where they're putting in water mains, or they're putting in a site compound to actually start the job, and I find that really interesting. My main interest is going from a blank canvas to creating something which people live on. That's what I enjoy.
We've got a site that I've been working on recently where we've designed and built a bridge over a canal, and the levels of where that bridge is quite high compared to the finished homes. And walking on that bridge for the first time and really looking down at these homes that we're starting to build and this community that we're starting to create was probably one of the biggest highlights for me, you know, having that vista and seeing this place that we're creating for people that are going to move in there. It's brilliant.